So the first thing you study in grade 9, first thing you study in grade 9. What do you call this? Red what? Red what? Yes. So this is called a what? There's called a linear relation or a straight line. Okay. Once you actually finish studying lines, you start studying what? You basically start studying. What do you call these? Not lines. What is this? What's curve? Okay. Now, have we studied curves in this course so far? Yes, we did. But what was the only curve we studied so far? The only curve we studied was unit number 2. What was the name of unit number 2? Before finance and after triangle. Starts with E. Exponents. We studied what? Exponential relation. Remember, some of them were what? Were increasing, and the others were what? Decreasing. Okay. So today we do what? We do another kind of curves, which is called the what? The quadratic relation or the quadratic curve. Okay. But before we even study it, let's just imagine the following situation. Okay. All right. So, um, congratulations, you have made it to the math cheerleading team. Okay. So if there's such a thing, might be. So just imagine a group of dedicated mathletes like math athletes, spreading the cheer of math throughout the school. The best part about being a math cheerleading team is that you get paid per cheer. You get paid per cheer. By the way, I know this situation seems like very weird and very unrealistic. That's fine. It is. Okay. But it actually is the basis of a lot of stuff that you might do if you ever go into finance or accounting. A lot of the ideas we're going to see today are actually very important if you become a financial advisor, an investment advisor, or so on. So you get paid for each cheer. Okay. Of course, since the team is a math team, it takes a bit of calculator to figure out how much you get paid. Okay. So let's think about this because these are the rules of the what of the cheering. Here's what the coach told you. If you do exactly 10 cheers, you get paid how much? $2 per what? Per cheer. If you do 10 cheers, you get paid $2 per cheer. If you make more than 10 cheers, you will get paid what? 10 cents. So that's basically what against sometimes common sense because you might think if I make more cheers, I get paid what? No, actually, if you make more cheers than 10, make more than cheers than 10, you will get 10 cents less per cheer. Okay. What about making fewer? Okay, not less, fewer than 10 cheers. You will get 10 cents what? More. Okay. So again, 10 cheers, you get how much? You get $2 per one. If you go more cheers, you actually get paid less. But if you get what? If you do what? You less cheers or fewer cheers, you get what? You get paid 10 cents more. Okay. The question that everyone is asking is there such a number for the cheers, or how many cheers do we need to do in order to get the what? The most what? The most amount of money possible. Okay. So let's find out by filling the table below. All right. Let's say you start with how many cheers? Obviously, what's the lowest number of cheers you can do? 0. But obviously, if you do 0 cheers, how much do you get paid? Okay, so you could have started from 1 or 2 or 3. Let's say we start with 7. Okay, so start with 7 cheers and say that you are not willing to do more than 18. So you are not gonna do more than 18, 19 or 20. You're gonna tell the coach, nope, I am gonna stop at what? 18 maximum cheers. Okay, let's actually calculate the price per cheer and the total money you make. Okay, everyone, what is the first piece of information given to us in the problem about the money? If you make exactly what? If you make exactly 10 cheers, you get paid how much per cheer? $2. Okay, so technically the very first one we can fill is you. Okay, good. But at least we know that if you do 10, you get how much per each? $2. So at least we can fill this one. So for 10, let's write this. How much is the price per cheer? $2 for each one, not for the whole thing, for each one. Come on, otherwise you barely get paid anything. Okay, so go ahead. So you just write $2 here. $2. Let's actually write it in cents too. So if you did 10 cheers, come on, focus. If you did 10 cheers and you get 10 of them, what do you do with this? You multiply the what? The number of cheers by the price of one. What's 10 times 2? Great. So let's write here what? 10 times 2, which is what? $20. So, so what does the rule say? If you go up by one, you get how many less? How many? 10 cents. So that means if you choose to go 11 cheers, how much do you get paid for one? No, 10 cents, not 10 cents. 190. Okay, so go ahead. So 10 cents will be what? 1.90. So how much would you get paid in total? 11 times. Good. Okay, let's write it down. I'll do the calculation. You just write after me. Okay, how much is that? I don't know. You can definitely do it and confirm my calculation if you want. How much? 11 times 190. Nope. Interesting. Hold on, everyone. Did I do more cheers or fewer cheers? No, no, here. Did I do more cheers or fewer cheers? More. But I got paid what per cheer? So more or less. So I did more cheers. I got paid less money. Yet the total amount of money I made was what? Which is what compared to this? So it's not that bad, right? I made more cheers, even though my money per cheer got down. My whole money got what? Slightly up. Okay, good, good. So that means 20 and 90 cents. Okay, keep going. How about 12 cheers? Come on. One. It's 10 cents less than not this one. 10 cents less than this one. So 180. Yep. Yeah. Because it's 10 cents less. So once yeah, 10 is 20. If you make more, you go 10 cents less. So what do we have now? 12 times 180. How much is that? 12 times 180. Wow, my money is going higher. 20, 60. Keep go. Okay, how about this, everyone? We're gonna keep going, but let's go backward now. How about 9 cheers? Why? Be- exactly. It's saying that at 10, 10 is what? 10 is 20. Sorry, 10 is 2. 10 is each one is 2. If you go lower than 10, which is 9, for example, you get paid how many more? 10 cents extra, which means you're going to make per cheer 210. So go ahead, 210. Okay. How much is the money? 9 times 210. 9 times 210. 18.9. Okay. 18.9. 90. Okay, keep going. 8. How much? Per cheer. 220. You see? 80, 90, 210, 220. You got it. You got the idea. So 8 times 220. This is 220 equals 8 times 220. Oh, it's getting more per cheer, but you're not making as much money. Finally, how about this one? To what? Come on, 230. So 7 times 230. My guess is that even gonna be lower than this. 7 times 230. 16 and 10 cents. Okay, let's keep going with the what? With the rest of this table. Whoops, my bad. Okay, how about 13? How much? Come on. Hey, what's up? Hmm? Yeah, 70. Yep. So that would be 13 times 170. How much? $22. Getting higher. 160. 14 times 160. What's up? What's 14 times 160? 14 times 160. Okay, everyone, stop right here. Right up to here. Come on, guys. Stop right here. I want to ask you a question. What does it seem like there's going on here? Seems like my money is going what? My total money, not my first price per share. My total money is going what? It's going up. So you might think, oh, so just keep making what? Yeah, go. Just keep making more what? More cheers. Even though you're getting paid what? Come on, you're getting paid what? Less per cheer. You're making more what? More what? More total money. Okay, let's see if that belief holds true. Keep going. Keep going. 15. 150. That's why you always what have to complete a table to the end. Because you cannot just what guess the behavior just by a few. Sometimes you can, but you can't guarantee it. All right. 15 times 150. I know this one. It's 22, 22, 50. How about this one? How much? 1 point what? 40. Yep. So 16 times 1.40. How much is that? Whoa. What happened here? All right. 1.30. Almost done. Come on. Just a couple. What is it? 17 times 130. 0.21. Finally, how much here? 1.20. So you do 18 times 120, which is 18 times 120. How much? 21 and 60 cents. One second. The full screen somewhere. Oh, right here. Oops, sorry. Okay. Can someone look at the table and tell me what do they notice? Come on. There's a couple of features that are important here. Do the values always go up? Do the values always go down? Sorry, that should be. Yeah, I didn't know what happened. Oh, it's there. It just okay. So we notice that what the numbers do not always go up or go up, always go what? Okay. Is there a maximum value? What is the maximum amount of money? What is the maximum amount of money that you make? Hmm. Not the maximum price per share, the maximum full amount of money. 22.50. When does it happen? So at how many cheers does it happen? 15. So that means what? Is there like a sweet, sweet number that if you make, you will always make? If you do, you will always make the maximum amount of money? What? How many cheers? 15 is the maximum what? It's not the maximum. 15 is the best number of cheers. Because if you make more, what happens to your full money? And if you make less, or fewer, I should say, it goes also what? It goes down. Does that feel like, okay, what does that mean in real life? Okay, okay, hold on. Usually, if you work more hours, you always make what? There's no way that there's gonna be a contract or a job description deal that tells you, by the way, there's a maximum number of hours you could work because if you work more, we're gonna pay you what? We're gonna pay you less. No, that doesn't happen. It should be, but when does this really happen? Let's think about this for a second. Let's say that you sell a very expensive product, okay? Like what? Like an expensive watch or an expensive car, okay? When they actually make expensive cars, like Lamborghinis, for example, or Ferraris and so on, do they just mass produce them? No way they mass produce them. They produce what? A very set number. But the price is what? The price is high. Why? Because they're only sold to who? To who? To the select few. What if they make more? That becomes what? Does it become special or just becomes everyone's thing? So then what should be the price then? Does it stay high or does it stay low? I mean, think about it. When you make more, you want to sell that many more. But at that high price, you're not going to be able to. So what do? You have to go down in what? In price. So it's interesting. You're producing more, but what are you doing to the single price? You're going lower. Okay. How about the other way around? What if Ferrari decides to say, you know what? No, we're going to be even more exclusive, like more special. So we're even going to produce what? We're going to produce fewer amounts of cars. Okay. Instead of producing like 100, then that means what? To make the same amount of money as before, I have to sell what? Sorry, I have to sell at what price? Why? Because I'm producing fewer now. If I sell at the same price or lower, I'm going to make what? Less money. So how do I offset that or compensate? I have to make the price per car what? Higher. Do you see the balance here? Same thing here. So you discover that if you make 15 cheers, you get paid the what? The most. If you make more cheers, what does that make the cheer? More special or less special? Exactly, because you're just making more of them, right? So what do they pay you now? They pay you what? Less. You end up also making what? Less. How about if you make fewer cheers? That makes them what? Less special or more special? So they become what? Less expensive or more expensive? More expensive. But the problem is you're making what? You're making fewer cheers, which means what? Even though you're making more money per cheer, what's happening to the multiplication of the two numbers? It's going what? Do you see the balance now? That is the balance of what? Of quadratics. Okay? So let's actually now write the conclusion, everyone. What's the conclusion here? What's the conclusion? What's the maximum amount of money you make? Not per cheer, the full amount of money. $22.50. Go ahead, everyone. I hope you have enough space for that number. I think you do. Go ahead. 22.50, and let's put dollar sign somewhere, like maybe here. And it happens when you do exactly how many cheers? 15 is the magic number. 1, 5. So again, if you make more, it becomes less special, and you get paid what? You get paid less per cheer, and it happens to also be what? Paid less in total. If you make fewer, they become what? More special, so you make more money, but sadly, you get paid less in total. Yes, hello? 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 Sorry, you're cutting off. What? Hello? My intercom is bad. I'm sorry, I can't hear. You just hang up. So someone might come in. Okay? All right. Now, what do we do here? What am I asking you to do? What does the word plot mean? Graph. Let's put the numbers on the what? On the grid. Okay. How many Okay. What does this axis represent? What do you think? Now, question for you. Do you make money first and then do the cheers, or do you do the cheers first and then make the money? So that means what? Whatever you do first is your what? Is your x-axis. And whatever you get next is the what? Okay. So what should we call this axis? Yeah, I mean, if we look at the table, I did already call it what? Number of shares. And then now, are we going to plot or graph the price per share or the full money? Which one do we really care about? Yeah, I mean, we do care about the price per share, but eventually, I just want to know how much full money I make. So we're going to have this as the x-axis and this as the y-axis. Okay, so let's do this. So number of shares, and this will be, oops, my bad. This will be, yep, total. Yep, total, and just write cash signs. Made. Okay, total cash made. Okay, let's look at the values. How much money did I make when it was 7 shares? Because our table starts at 7. Yep. So at 7 shares, I was making 230 per share. I was completely getting 1610. Okay. Everyone, where's obviously 6, 7 right here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Everyone, where is 1610 here? By the way, each box is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 10. Where is 16, 10? It's between 16 and, but it's closer to what? It's much closer to 16. So maybe a good point will be like at this height, roughly. Okay, let me get the light so you can see your paper. Okay, so 1610, I will put, and you have to put it at the 7 line, like right here. Okay, go up, go up, go up. That's 15. I'm going to put it right here. Okay, everyone, go ahead, right there. Okay, right there. 7, 7, go up, 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 up. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, I'm not going to look at the table. You tell me. What was the price at 8? Sorry, not the price. The total money made at 8. 17.60. So it's got like 17 and a half, right? So right almost in the middle between 17 and 18. Okay, so 8 will be 15, 16, 17, 18. Everyone go ahead right here. Okay, what's 9? 18. 18 and 90 cents. So almost what? Almost $19. So 9 goes up to almost 19. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Just try to make it less. If it's not, that's fine. Okay, 10, 20 exact. I have a question. Is it looking so far more like a curve or a line? But we know it shouldn't look like a line. We know it should look like a what? Because we're studying curves now. Remember why I told you it appears sometimes it doesn't appear accurate on the screen here? Because of the what? Because of the projector. What does the projector do? It squishes things. Actually, everyone, check this out. There's a actually no. There's a setting here where you can look. I think menu. Give me just 1 minute. Menu, and come on, and I can change this. I believe. Aspect. Everyone, look. Okay. I don't like this because it's made it what? It's making it what? Smaller. But at least what? Is it true now to the screen here? Yes, this now is exactly that. The first time it was what? It was what? Stretching it. So it was making it more line. Like everyone, imagine this. Look, guys, everyone, We know it's supposed to look like this, right? We know it's supposed to look like this. If I stretch it up, what does it become? Exactly. It's getting what? More linear. That's what the projector does. So for the rest of this graph, let's actually make it true. Okay, so, okay, come on, keep going. What's the value for 11? 11. 20 point? 20.9, 21, almost. Okay, so almost 21. Yes, now it's about to what? It's starting to what? Go up or go down? Slightly go down. Good. Keep going. What's it for 12? 21.60. So kind of like 21 and a half. So 21 and a half. Okay. 13. 22.10. So we crossed the 22, slightly up. Keep going. 22.4. What's the next one? At 15. What did we say you make at 15? The magic number of cheers? Exactly 22 and a half. So it's going to be, look, everyone, look, I'm going to make it slightly higher than this. Right at the what? Right in the middle. Did it just reach the maximum? Yes, it did. Okay. Can someone tell me what's my next value? Hmm. Okay, and then what? Does it look like a curve? Yes, it does. What do I do now with all of these dots? I have to what? Do I connect them as a bunch of broken lines or as a smooth curve? You have got to try your best to do a smooth curve. So let me try my best here. I have an interesting way of doing it. Let me show you. But again, I have an interesting way because I'm doing it on this. Look, everyone, check this out. Look, this is an interesting feature that basically what? There we go. Is that the best curve? Not really, but is it decent? Does it show you that it goes up and comes down? What do you think? Yes, it does. I have a question now that I forgot to ask. Everyone, just do me a favor. Stop right there. Let's go to this. Let's go to this table. I want you to look at the numbers and tell me if you notice anything interesting about how they are going up and coming down. Everyone, look. Eyes on the screen. What's the maximum value? Where is it? Come on. Where's the maximum number? Where's the maximum money value? Money. 2250. Okay. What is this value? What is this value? Are they the same? How about these two? How about these two? What does that mean? If you know what happens before the maximum value, can you also know what happens after the maximum value? Yeah. It what? It starts going exactly the same way. Do you see what I mean? Every quadratic is like a what? A perfect mirror. Like this, or like what sometimes? Like this. But the good thing about it is that once you hit your maximum, you do not, so technically, once I calculated these ones, did I need to calculate these ones? Nope. I could have said, okay, I am at the maximum here. Next, I'm going to go as low as this one, and then as low as this one. And so give me okay, here's a question. How much do you think you would make at 19 cheers? 19, just by looking at this table. 19 cheers. Why? Because what's before 2060 here? 2090, which has to make its way all the way here. And you can actually what keep going. What do you want to say? Maximum. Yes. Oh, no, no. I'm with you. Yes, 100%. I'm saying what? I'm saying you're absolutely right. If you by chance know that some number you got is the what? Is the maximum, then you know that everything that happens after the maximum is the same way it happens what? Before the maximum. But you're right. What if I don't know yet? Then that means what? I have to what? I have to keep going until I at least hit one more number that starts to go what? To go down. Now I know that the one before it is the what? Is the maximum, right? And then I can stop what? Stop all of my calculations and just what? Repeat all of the other ones just in reverse, right? That's how quadratics always work. Look, okay, hold this for me. Just hold it like this. This one, everyone look. This one is my maximum, right? Which means what? The one here is as high as what this one here, right? The one here is as high as this one. The one here is as high. Do you see what I mean? If you go 2 steps this way, it's like you went 2 steps what? This way, height-wise. Height-wise. That's it. Thank you. Okay. That is one of the best and most convenient features of what? Of quadratics. If you know one half, you know the other half. By the way, did I need to give you, on the graph, did I need to give you the space for the values from 0 to 6, let's say? Like, did we even use this? Could we have used it? Yeah, I could have asked you. Okay, question for you. Can someone tell me, what do you think you're going to make? How much you're going to make if you make 0 shears? Are you sure? Hold on. Can we trace it backward, everyone? Can we trace it backward? I think we can. Let's do this, everyone. At 7, you made how much per shear? How much? 230. So how about at 6? Okay, let's keep going. By the way, I'm going to see the whole, by the way, everyone, the point of this unit is not to always do it with what? With tables, because that could take what? A long time, just like we did compound interest with what? With tables, and then we did with a what? With an equation. So the whole point of this next week is to actually do the what? Do the equation and learn how we can build the equation so we don't have to do a what? A what? A table of values. So we don't have to actually waste time or make mistakes. But let's do it with the table today. So at 6 will be what? 2 what? 240. At 5 will be what? 2 what? Come on. 50. At 4, 260. At 3, 2 what? 70. Come on. At 2, how much? 280. At 1, 290. At 0. Okay. So that means what? Think about it. If you make, listen up, guys. If you make no cheers, that makes your single cheer the most what? The least special or the most special? Yeah, it went. A single cheer now is worth how much? But the problem is, how do you get the total number of cheers? You what? You multiply. If you multiply anything by 0, how much do you make? So you make 0. Okay? How about if you did 1 cheer at a price of 290 per cheer? How much money do you just make? Just the single 290 because you only made 1 cheer, right? 290. How about if you made 2 cheers at 280? What do? You multiply. What's 2 times 280? 5, 560. How about 3 times 270? 8, 10. 4 times 260. I know this one. Hold on. 10, 20. No, hold on. 1040, 1040, my bad. 1040. And then 5 times 250. 1250. And then what? 6 times 240. How much is 6 times 240? 14.4. You see what's happening to your money? It's what? It's going up. So that means what? Could I technically have added these to the graph? Yeah, but apparently, so you were right. At 0, you end up making how much money? 0. Not because your cheer is worthless. No, your cheer is worth how much? How much? $3. But the problem is you made how many of them? So until you make it, you will not be paid anything until you make it. So technically, this curve goes through which point? Which point? 0, 0, right? Eventually, it will curve. Nice. Does that make sense now? All quadratics will look what? Will look something like this. Sure. Again, I don't know the exact numbers, but I know it will look like this as a curve? Uh, every cheer. Uh-huh. It will give me, it will pay me 10 more cents to make. But the problem is, if I make less, fewer cheers, I will make sense. I will get paid total less, right? My cheer here is so expensive, right? But I'm making how many of it? Just what? So I'm not going to be paid much. Okay, everyone, think about this way. Do you have to make these decisions sometimes in marketing and business? Yeah, you have to decide that I'm going to sell more. I'm going to sell more. But you have to what? To know that if you're going to sell more, you can actually expect people to what? To get it, pay it at the same what? At the same high price. You have to what? Incentivize. You have to attract them by making the price what? Lower. And you might think, but I'm losing money. You might not be, because you're still selling what? You're selling more at a lower price. That's why in finance you always have to find the what? The perfect spot, right? How much do I need to sell, even if at a lower what? At a lower price, such that I make the what? The most total amount of money. Happens all the time, right? Obviously, what would be an amazing situation? A situation where no matter how you jack up the price, people will still what? Will still buy. That almost never happens, right? If you jack up the price, some people are bound to say, I don't care anymore. You know what? It's not what? Worth it. But some people what will actually buy. That's why, for example, fancy cars, they make what? Fewer of them, because they know they have a customer base that will, no matter how much they jack up the price, they will what? They will still buy. And that's where like, why should we make the factory run for so many hours? Let's not make 100 cars. Let's just make what? 50, for example. We're still gonna make so much money because those people will pay like $1 million per car. Do you see the, again? That's why it's very important business to study what? Curves, not just what? Not what? Straight. No, it's also important to study exponential, but straight lines almost never happen in business. Straight line means what? The more I make, the more I make money. That's not always the case. Real life, what kicks in sometimes. Okay, that's it. Done. Okay, how about if you sell more? What's going to happen to this curve? But question for you: is this curve ever going to go down and then up? No way. Quadratics never go like that. They either go what? Up and then down, or they go down and then up. But they never what? Change their behavior more than what? More than once. If they go down, they will reach a what? A minimum and then go what? But there is no way at some point they were like, you know what? Let's go down again. That's not quadratic. That's a what? What do you call this? Starts with a W. A wave. Thank you. A wave. Waves go up and down. Quadratics either go up and like up and then forever down, or down and then forever up. Perfect. So that's wrong. And that's today's lesson.